before we get into this video, you've seen this person on the channel before. Tilly, she started the old YouTube. Go check her out. Go show her some love. And yeah, props to Tilly. Me and her are probably going to do some collabs soon. So go check her out. The link to her channel is down in the description. So go check her out. Right. It's time to discuss the candidates for the Hull City manager's job. There's been a lot of speculation. No, there hasn't. There's literally been a couple of odds chucked out there by Sky Bet. Hull Daily Mail have reported on him. Nothing has come out through the club, apart from the fact that Asim Alam and Ihab Alam have said, "Oh, we'll be prepared to pay compensation," which suggests that they're only going for one of these candidates. God knows. But apparently they've had a lot of job applications because who'd want to work in the mess that we're in? Tell you what, quite a few people, judging by what the Alams have said. So I think it's time to have a little look deeper into the candidates for the Hull City manager's job. So in this video, I'm going to take you through 5 candidates that are the 5 favourites for the job from Sky Bet. Don't gamble responsibly. I'm not betting on this. I'm just reporting on the favourites, and you guys need to know the odds. So let's crack on into this then. So the first one is candidate 1, Tony Pennock, currently Hull City first team coach and caretaker manager. 4-1 with Sky Bet. So Tony Pennock is the favourite for the job with Sky Bet, alongside one other manager who we will get onto next. Tony Pennock, he is the current caretaker manager, and I imagine he will be in charge when pre-season gets underway next week. And he's currently the first team coach. He's survived in this role longer than any of the managers have. He's been here under Steve Bruce, Mike Phelan, Marco Silva, Leonard Slutsky and Nigel Adkins. So he's been here quite a bit. If we have a look at his CV though, it's not very impressive. Wales semi-pro, Port Talbot Town and Aberystwyth Town. It's not very, very impressive. It's all just Welsh teams. But obviously the club do trust in him. The club do believe in him. So there's going to be a sort of belief from him that he can get it. I think the only reason he would get the job on a full-time basis, not just caretaker, is if the Allens were being proper stingy and didn't want to pay any, and didn't want to add another man to the payroll instead of an extra couple of grand a week. So yeah, and I'm even getting so fed up of all these rumours and all this drama that I did in fact tweet Tony Pennock myself earlier. Tweeted him, "Sir, at Pennock_TP, is the job yours?" That shows where I am at wanting to have someone in place who I can put my belief into and hope that they can do anything with the limited funds that they will have at the club. Candidate 2, Danny Cowley, currently Lincoln City manager. 4-1 with Sky Bet. The second candidate is Danny Cowley, current Lincoln City manager. He is also joint favourite with Tony Pennock at 4-1. His managerial CV, Concord Rangers, Braintree Town and Lincoln City. He's done a brilliant job at Lincoln, and a lot of Hull City fans on Twitter that I have seen have put pictures of him and his assistant, whose name has just completely gone out of my head, saying, "I want this at my club." So Danny Cowley is favoured by the Hull City fans as far as I can see. And I would 100% take Danny Cowley. He's done a brilliant job at Lincoln. He's done an absolutely amazing job at Lincoln. No doubt about it. But would he want to leave Lincoln, who he's got promoted with, I think? Yeah, he has got promoted with them. And then leave that for the mess that is our club? I don't know. But obviously, Sky Bet are seriously, reliable. And, I'd 100% like to have Danny Cowley at Hull City. He's a man that every Lincoln City fan loves. And we want someone who can be like Nigel. Because Nigel was so involved with the fans. And the fans love him so much. I want that sort of relationship with the new manager. And I think Danny Cowley could do that. And I want someone who's just going to be open to the players straight up in the press. And that is what Danny Cowley is. So Danny Cowley is one that I'd take.
Candidate 3, Michael Appleton, currently West Bromwich Albion first team coach. 6-1 with Sky Bet.
Third candidate is Michael Appleton, current West Brom first team coach, 6-1 with Sky Bet. He's been caretaker manager at West Brom, managed Portsmouth, Blackpool, Blackburn and Oxford, and then been Leicester City assistant and caretaker manager when Craig Shakespeare was boss and when he was sacked. Appleton, he did an alright job at Oxford, but I'm not too sure on him. Because he did alright in his caretaker game with Leicester. Or was it just a game? I think so. But I'm not sure how he'd be able to cope in this sort of situation that the club is in right now. I think he'd do as best as he could. But I'm not sure, what... It's tough with Appleton. Because I rate him on some things and I don't rate him. There's definitely people I prefer over him. So, Appleton, I'm not fully sold. But if he comes in, I won't be too disappointed. But then it's really down to him to prove himself to the fans.
Candidate 4, Paul Heckingbottom, currently Hibernian manager. 6-1 with Sky Bet.
The fourth candidate is Paul Heckingbottom. He is currently the manager of Hibernian and is the same odds as Appleton at 6-1. His managerial CV consists of 2 spells as Barnsley caretaker manager in 2015 and 2016, then permanent manager of Barnsley, then he did a good job there, then went to Leeds, and if we have him, that will really, really annoy Leeds fans. And now he's currently manager of Hibernian. He did a lot for Barnsley. He impressed at the back end of not last season, but early end of not last season, but the season before, when Barnsley were in the Championship. They were doing very well, but obviously Leeds came calling for Heckingbottom. He went over there. It didn't quite work out for him, and Leeds ended up getting Marcelo Bielsa. And for Barnsley, it all fell apart after Heckingbottom left. So he does know what to do in this division. And he did very well in getting Barnsley up to the Championship. And I'm not sure how he's doing with Hibernian now. But Heckingbottom, he would be a brilliant manager for us. And Leeds fans would get very, very annoyed. And you know how much I love winding up Leeds fans.
And candidate 5, Liam Rossini, currently Sky Sports pundit. Odds with Sky Bet are at 8-1.
Fifth and final candidate, surprisingly, is Liam Rossini. He's 8-1 with Sky Bet. currently a Sky Sports pundit, works mainly on the EFL side, but also works on the debate show. He's never managed before. As soon as he ended his playing career, he went straight into punditry. So, if he came in as manager, he'd be an inexperienced one, but the fans would believe in him. And because he was such a brilliant serviceman for us before, and if I'll be back in a second, you lot. I'm just trying to find this Leo Rossini shirt I've got. And Christ, where is it? Oh no! Oh dearie me! There it is! Here it is! Is Nana's Frommel! Is Nana's Frommel! Liam Rossini is Nana's Frommel! We loved Rossini! Right? We loved him. And he would bring back the feel-good factor to this club in what has been a very dark summer where we've lost a lot of players. There's still potential for key players to go. We've lost our manager who was loved by the fans and players alike. To have someone like Rossini, someone who the fans absolutely adored, come in despite his inexperience to manage us. Brilliant. As it says there, Tigers legend, Liam Rossini. He's Nana's Frommel. But Rossini, although he hasn't managed before, he knows this league very well on a player's side of things. He knows this league very well because of his tactical analysis on Sky. So Rossini would honestly, I think, be a great appointment. I might just be saying that because, I love the guy and he's an ex-City player and all the fans love him. But, Rossini, that would be an amazing appointment because it'll be one that the fans appreciate and adore. Someone who knows the core values of the club. Someone who knows the club inside out as well because he spent quite a few years with us and he was adored by the fans. So the fans would love it, and I'm a fan. I'd love it. Liam Rossini, I'd prefer him over Appleton, definitely. But that's just my thoughts and opinions on the managerial candidates for the Hull City manager's job. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. It'll be interesting to see what some of you Hull fans out there are thinking. And then obviously when we get the manager sorted, we might just be able... No, we need to get the manager sorted quickly before Fraser Campbell and David Marshall's contracts run out so we can at least try and renegotiate with them. They may have made up their minds already, but we need to at least try. Because they are probably waiting. They would have been waiting before Adkins, and obviously that didn't work out. But now they'll be waiting on the new guy. And we need him in before pre-season starts. Because their contracts are up at the end of June, so this month. And they'll want to know who they may be working for and whether they want to stick around with him. So that is where we're going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like on it. Subscribe if you're new. And I will see you later on. I'm not sure what the next video will be. It will probably be some sort of announcement. I don't know. Depends when the club announce it. But any Hull City news throughout the summer, I am your guy. When I'm not hitting the gym or sat playing FIFA, I'm sat watching the Hull City news to see if there's a little thing which might come out. So signings, let's face it, there won't be any, but signings if they're coming. and manager announcements stuff, I'm your guy. And come straight to this channel. Within a day, it'll come out. But yeah, it's just come over it. The fixtures are announced next Thursday the 20th of June. So you can expect a reaction from me that will be out around about 5 PM on the fixture list for us then, and fingers crossed we'll have a manager announcement as well. But that's where we're going to leave it. Like, subscribe, and ciao.